Shadowless World. Shadowless World is a Sonic fanfiction alternative universe story intended for ages 15 and up. Team Diamond is a group of performers, musicians, and artists, and is not affiliated with Sega or the Sonic team. Chapter 1. How could they?
Shadow visually grazes a massive surrounding metropolis, Station Square, but swarming with Eggman manufactured, well, everything. Robots, vehicles, buildings, heck, even the vending machines read Eggman Enterprises.
What happened to this world? Is this even my home anymore? I'm sure I don't belong here. This can't be my universe. Why? Why is Eggman in charge? How could anyone allow him to reign over this planet?
He squints ahead toward the bay.
Something's going on near the ocean. I see. Sonic and his friends seem to be attacking someone. Why do I sense that they're fighting on the wrong side? Why does my intuition tell me they've lost sight of everything? Could it be because they've done nothing about this repulsive Eggman empire? Who's the lucky victim this time? A malfunctioning robot? Somebody who dared to defy the evil doctor himself? Perhaps it's worth getting a closer look.
The curious, yet wisely apprehensive Hedgehog skates nearer to a mega bridge, just in time to see Sonic get smacked hard by Knuckles. Hiding himself behind one of the bridge's enormous towering anchors, Shadow watches the red Echidna pin the blue blur down, yelling,
"Stand down and let us fight this imposter ourselves then. This is too much for you to handle, Sonic."
Knuckles, no! All of you, stop! You're fighting against me! Stop listening to Eggman!
Shadow's attention shifts to Rouge, Amy, and Tails as they crowd someone, grunting and raging away, clearly beating another person up, and very badly. Shadow is shocked at the sight of those who would normally be his friends behaving so violently towards... who could they be? Who else but Eggman deserves such a pounding? One last growl from the group, and then, to Shadow's horror, he watches them lift their semi-conscious opponent into the air. A fleet of spectating robots swarm by, cheering. No! Sonic screams at the sight of... Shadow's heart nearly freezes. It's Boom Sonic! And have they all just killed him? Fling! They chunk him right over the bridge.
What have they done?
Shadow whispers, mortified. He then races away from this nightmarish calamity and fiercely propels himself over the water.
Chapter 2. Did Sonic drown?
Boom Sonic sinks in the water, passing out, wondering,
what happened? Am I drowning? Wow, this sucks. Not even sure how I ended up in... What is this? The ocean? This is surprisingly painless. Ugh.
Shadow grabs him. Sonic wakes up above the water, in Shadow's arms. He coughs, confused.
Shadow! Thanks, bro, for saving me. What the heck happened? How did I get here in the water in the first place?
No more talking, Sonic.
Sonic looks down at Shadow's shoes and the water below. He realizes Shadow is standing in the waves carrying him. A blue blur darts across the super bridge in the distance. Sonic squints, trying to observe what appears to be another version of him. Everything goes blurry. Shadow Chaos controls. Sonic opens his eyes and finds himself in a pretty spiffy-looking, very modern... apartment? Sonic closes his eyes and feels himself being carefully laid onto a cushy couch.
Greetings, citizens. It is I, your beloved ruler and leader, Dr. Eggman, here to bring you relieving news. Team Sonic has successfully disposed of that imposter, that blue-armed Sonic who had no business dwelling here in my magnificent metropolis. As you can deduce with your feeble little minds, two Sonics could only mean that one was a fake and needed to go. You can thank your favorite heroes for getting the job done so efficiently. Oh, and worry not. That pretend Sonic won't feel the sensation of drowning. He was nothing more than an evil robot, here to ruin my perfect Eggman empire! Oh, how I love that we can all agree that your simple lives here under my regime are far more prosperous than they ever would have been under the iron fist of Black Doom. Isn't it grand?
Later, though it's not clear to him how long it's been, he awakes again, under a soft blanket, still in the apartment. The sun is rising and everything seems pretty peaceful, apart from the fact that he still has no idea what's going on.
Ugh, what a weird dream. Even weirder that I'm still having it. Hold on, I know what's going on. Food poisoning from Mad Burger. Oh, please let it be that.
He sits up as Shadow sits next to him.
You're awake.
Sonic holds his forehead, zonked.
Dude, fill me in. Why are we here in this random apartment? Cool, but random.
You don't remember? That's no surprise. I almost don't want to tell you.
Why not?
Let's just say this world isn't much better than that Robotropolis place where we last saw each other.
Oh yeah, that. That was a wild adventure we had. Getting teleported to that dystopian world with Snively the psychopath as our sworn enemy. So is this place your world?
Unfortunately.
Doesn't seem that bad. Since you and I are from two different universes, you must already have a Sonic here. Judging from how modern this apartment is, I'm guessing he's a pretty modern version of me.
Shadow takes the blanket from Sonic and wraps him in it protectively.
Just some faker. Nothing like you.
Why are you being so protective, huh, Shadow? We've been through this before. We went to that dark universe. I made out with Princess Sally. You hung out with Bunny Rabbit. And we had kind of a good time getting to know each other, so it's all good, man.
Shadow goes to the glass balcony door, folds his arms again, and then gazes at the skyline.
They think you're a robot clone of this world's Sonic. They attacked you. Then all the spectating robots cheered. Like it was some kind of victory.
What? Who? Who did that?
Chapter 3. Eggman is a dictator.
In his lair, Eggman watches a mid-air video projection from Omega's eyes, which reveals Shadow rescuing Sonic from the ocean. Omega completes the transmission by vocalizing,
"No ID code for the Shadroid, sir."
Looper replay in slow motion.
Yes, sir.
Eggman observes the transmission again, pondering. Finally, he says,
It definitely makes sense that a Shadroid would take pity on an alien android. Why this shadow android looks especially real and doesn't have a serial number is making me wonder.
Perhaps this one is rebelling, sir.
Ever since my army saved the world from Black Doom, these androids have been nothing but helpful. Now some strange version of Sonic shows up, and this Shadroid decides to have a heart. I can't have my empire ruined by some rugged blue rat that one of these pathetic Shadroids feels sorry for.
Omega receives a video message from Rouge the Bat.
Connection initiation from Rouge the Bat requested, sir.
Accept.
A new transmission shoots out of Omega's eyes. Rouge begins with a wink.
Hi, Doctor. How are things going back on planet Earth?
Not so good. One of those Shadroids pulled that Sonic copy out of the ocean after you and the gang annihilated him. And Omega hasn't been able to lock on where they went because this Shadroid has no serial code. His heart reading is coming up like an organic life form.
An organic life form? Like a real person? That's odd, but there's no way. You must mean that one of the Shadroids felt sympathy for a Sonic clone.
Looks that way.
If that Sonic was artificial like you said he was, then does it really matter if a Shadroid cared enough to rescue him?
I Are you implying that I don't know what's best for my empire?
No. But I don't work for you because I think you're a great dictator. We have an agreement, remember? You pay me in precious stones, and I keep people from getting in your way. I only fought that so-called phony Sonic because it's part of my contract. It's not like I wanted to hurt another Sonic. I'm not sure any of us did, but we trust you.
That wasn't another Sonic! Did you see the color of his arms? Sonic's arms are not blue!
Whatever. I thought he was pretty hunky, actually. It's a shame to dump such a babe into the ocean like that. I'm kind of glad those shadow robots sometimes care the way the real Shadow did.
You sentimental goon. The real Shadow's been dead for years. I don't know why you have to mention him every time one of those androids does something nice for somebody. They're supposed to serve their leader, which is me. Me! Me! Me!
Rouge motions an overly chatty person with her hands, patting her fingertips together like a talking puppet.
Blah, blah, blah. So a Shadroid saved some hot alien Sonic that I didn't even want to kill in the first place. Big deal. I don't know why you find it so threatening.
Because no one questions my authority. Those Shadroids work for me, just like you do, Rouge.
Sure, sure. Just send me my payment and I'll do whatever you want.
I want you to find that Shadroid and destroy him and that fake Sonic.
Let me get this straight. You want me to kill two robots that look like two of my dearest friends because they care about each other. That seems unnecessary, but you're the boss. Rouge out.
Chapter 4. Darker than Robotropolis.
Back at the apartment, the conversation between Sonic and Shadow resumes. Shadow sneers.
Your so-called friends did it. Or at least this world's version of them did. Knuckles, Rouge, even Amy and Tails. Some friends. But I saw that it was you. I recognized the sports tape and the extra bit of blue. And just the way you move. I knew it was you, Sonic. So I pulled you out of the water, and as long as you're here, I plan on protecting you from them. And anyone else who tries to hurt you.
Sonic stands, then holds his torso in pain and sits back down.
Yikes! It's like somebody broke my ribs. Big time ouch, man.
Shadow continues to stare bitterly at Station Square.
Any idea how I got here, Shads? Oh, this couch is soft, by the way. It reminds me of the one me and Knuckles spilled nachos on at Amy's house.
You're obviously not talking about the Knuckles and Amy that live in this world. Eggman announced that 2 Sonics meant one of you had to be a fake and needed to go. That's when he told everyone you were an evil robot and that you wouldn't feel anything if they drowned you. Why anyone would listen to him is beyond me.
Hey, Shadow, stop.
Sorry. It just made me so angry. Pathetic, black-hearted double-crossing!
Sonic closes his eyes and tries to relax, telling poor, pissed-off Shadow.
Thanks, Shadow, for saving me.
Last time I saw you, Snively had shot you.
Ouch! That makes my ribs hurt even more. You got any chili dogs around here? I need to pick me up from all this gloom and doom.
Shadow zooms into the kitchen and assembles a chili dog freakishly fast. He serves it to Sonic on a shining china plate. He also gives Sonic a sparkling glass of crystal clear water. Sonic sits up and smiles pleasantly, responding with,
Wow, that was almost faster than me! Thanks, dude!
You're welcome, rugged Sonic.
He takes the plate, scarfs the chili dog, and downs the water.
Oops, dang, that was delicious. Who knew Shadow the Hedgehog was a chef? I could eat 10 of those.
10 of those can be arranged.
Shadow tells him, about to zoom back into the kitchen.
Oh, hold on.
Huh?
Shadow replies, stepping backwards and plopping next to Sonic on the couch. Sonic reassures him with a peppy grin.
I can have more chili dogs later, bestie.
Oh, okay. I'll take care of it later, when you're ready.
Sonic beams. Shadow's tenseness subsides completely. He begins to open up.
I'm not sure how or why you're here, but I have a theory that it's because I need you. It's not the scientific reason, obviously, but that's just me being selfish because I'm so glad to see you. You probably need to go back to your universe, but if it were up to me, you'd stay here indefinitely. If this world wasn't so horrible. Same evil that killed Maria. Now it's after you.
What part of enough already do you not understand, huh?
Melancholy is my shtick. You know that. Sorry, this is bittersweet for me, okay? Been trapped here for a while now, and you're the only person I trust. Good to have you. Great, even.
You missed me, huh? I heart you too, Shadow.
Shadow gives Sonic a warm half-smile. Sonic nearly wants to pinch Shadow's cheek, but instead continues with,
When I'm feeling a little better, we'll solve the mystery of how I got here, and what it is I'm supposed to do while we're chilling together again. I missed you too, bro.
Chapter 5. Not friends anymore.
Near a canyon, Tails finally catches up to modern Sonic by landing the tornado right in front of him while Sonic tries to catch his breath.
Sonic, please, I just want to talk to you! I know you're mad, but you've been running away from me for a whole day, and you gotta be tired!
Then talk already!
Tails hops out of the plane and in front of Sonic and clasps his hands.
What we did was wrong! We should not have attacked that other Sonic. Eggman is wrong, and you're right! If we would do that to a clone or a bot that looks like you just because Eggman tells us to, what is to stop us from doing it to you? I'm sorry, we all are. Please forgive me. It was an evil thing to do. I'm sorry, you're my best friend, Sonic!
I don't believe any of you guys are really my friends anymore. Not you, not Knuckles, not Amy, not Rouge. None of you.
No, Sonic, we are! We made a mistake. Maybe somehow we can fix it. Maybe we can retrieve that bot from the ocean.
I don't believe that was a bot. That was another mean. You guys killed him. For Eggman. You're not my friend, Tails. Not anymore.
Sonic, please, I'm so sorry!
You guys made it pretty clear. Whatever Eggman says goes. That's your motto, and I am not interested. Consider me officially off the grid.
Sonic zooms away.
Sonic! Wait!
Tails hops back into the tornado and starts the plane, but something under the hood blows up.
Are you kidding me? I made you to withstand more than this. Don't poop out on me now!
He flies to the engine and pops the hood. The engine explodes! In the nick of time, Tails yelps and propellers out of range from a collision with flung parts. In dismay, he watches the transmission burst into flames.
Sonic!
Chapter 6. Rouge Attack.
Mid-morning, Sonic excitedly darts from here to there. In the heart of Station Square, giddy with commentary, he zooms to Shadow.
Wow, Shadow! This place is great! Did you see that rocket that just blasted off into space? That was like right here in the middle of the city! I do have a question though. What's with all this Eggman propaganda? His robots are everywhere!
Shadow freezes and suddenly grabs Sonic's arm.
We should go back to the apartment. They have cameras everywhere. Oh, what was I thinking?
He takes off, pulling Sonic along with him.
But wait, Shadow! You're being paranoid!
They stop at a hilltop.
Nice view from here. Bridge in the distance looks familiar.
Sorry to rain on your parade, but I already told you, this place is horrible. I recently concluded we're in an alternate reality where I didn't survive that battle with the Bio-Lizard. Black Doom came, and only Eggman's army was able to stop him. After the war, the Doctor used mechs to rebuild everything. Now he's in charge. No one wants to stand up to him because they think they owe him something.
So even though it looks like fun, This place really is just like Robotropolis.
It's worse. No freedom fighters.
What the snap?
Sorry, Shadroid, but this robot that you've befriended is a threat to the Empire. I'm gonna have to scrap him and you too, if you get in my way. No hard feelings, Kay.
Ha! Come on and try it!
Rouge takes a swing at Sonic, but he's way too fast. He spin attacks her, knocking her to the ground with a painful thud. She gets up, brushes herself off, and attempts to go hand to hand with him, but can't land a hit.
Chaos! Spin!
She struck hard and tumbles down the hill. Feeling sorry for her, Sonic hurries to see if she's okay. He kneels to her in the grass.
Ouch! That had to hurt. Need a hand?
She sits up, rubs her head, and then gawks with a gasp.
What eye candy. I really don't want to fight you, but I have orders from Dr. Eggman and...
Shadow zooms between them.
You'll have to fight me first, Rouge.
Rouge gasps again. Her eyes suddenly water.
Why do you sound so much like the real Shadow?
Because I am the real Shadow.
But you died in space. Are you both aliens?
Psh, aliens? Come on. He's Valor's Shadow. Your world's all screwed up. So we somehow teleported here and yada yada yada. Gotta save you from Dr. Eggman, Dr. Robotnik, Snively, whoever's in charge of this dystopia.
Rouge smiles hopefully as Sonic and Shadow lend her a hand and help her stand. At the touch of Shadow's hand, it's clear to her that he's definitely no robot. She holds his hand close to her heart and says,
Shadow the Hedgehog. I knew you weren't dead. I am so sick of Dr. Eggman calling the shots. I've done a bit of teleporting myself. I found that damn fourth Chaos Emerald floating around in St. Canard, of all places. Eggman thinks I'm on his side, but you know what they say. Once a spy, always a spy.
She manifests a white Chaos Emerald from her hammer space and submissively hands it to him.
It is all yours, old friend.
Wow, that's one fancy-looking gem. Let me guess. It's super powerful too, huh?
It is.
I knew you were too pretty to be one of the bad guys. Or was that a sexist assumption?
A little, or just naive. Gosh, you're both a sight for sore eyes. Rugged Sonic, huh? Well, I'm Rouge the Bat. Sorry about dumping you over that super bridge the other day.
Sonic tries not to fixate on her boobs.
It's cool. Water under the bridge. No pun intended.
Chapter 7. OMG, Shadow's alive!
That night, modern Sonic zooms into Station Square, sensing the presence of a Chaos Emerald.
Huh. That's odd. I don't normally feel chaos energy, but this is too strong to ignore. A newbie fugitive like me could use a Chaos Emerald. Now that I'm on the run, the energy is coming from that apartment building. Weird, but whatever.
He zooms into the building and knocks on Shadow's unit.
I'll get it.
Boom, Sonic says, totally chill. He hops up from the couch, completely relaxed, but Shadow spazzes out and grabs him.
Dude, what are you doing?
Boom says as Shadow shoves him into a closet.
Oh yeah, 'cause this is a real great hiding place and all.
Shut up.
Shadow tells him as he grabs a massive gun on the closet shelf and zooms to the door. He unlocks the deadbolt and beckons.
Come in, if you want to die.
Modern Sonic is taken aback.
Wow, that Shadroid sounds so real. Sorry, Shadroid, but I need that Chaos Emerald more than you do.
The door bursts open.
Holy mother of chili dog, Shadow! Why do you need a gun? You're the ultimate life form. Or something, right? Jeez!
I am the ultimate life form, but sometimes I like to use guns. Don't judge.
Lying upside down on the couch due to a jump maneuver he used to avoid being shot, Modern does a double take at Boom, then a double take at Shadow, saying,
What the? Shadow the Hedgehog?
Shadow pauses, not sure if Modern Sonic is about to lunge at him again. Instead, Modern bolts to Shadow and embraces him so dramatically that the two nearly swing into the wall.
Shadow, You're alive! Buddy, oh man, I thought you died in space! You don't know how much I blame myself for not being fast enough to save you, and gosh, I'm so glad to see you.
Shadow gives Boom a look as if to say, help, but Boom just grins. Modern Sonic holds Shadow's face, making him look like a fish. Practically in tears, he goes on to say,
Look at you! The real Shadow the Hedgehog! You sound like him. You look like him. You even smell like him.
Just what does the ultimate life form smell like, if you don't mind me asking?
Way cooler than those knockoff Shadroids. No way I'd forget this face. Yeah! Yes! Yes, you're the coolest!
Modern squeezes Shadow nice and tight, to the point where Shadow begins to squirm.
Faker, you're squishing me, Faker.
Modern lets Shadow go and puts his arm behind his head, embarrassed.
Oops. Sorry, pal.
Boom offers Modern a handshake.
You must be this modern world Sonic. I'm Sonic too, obviously. Just a handshake, though. I get enough tight hugs like that from Amy Rose.
Modern Sonic beams and shakes Boom's hand enthusiastically.
Oh, me too. I hear ya. Great to meet ya, Athletic Tape Sonic. I didn't expect to find either of you alive here in this apartment. I just came because I thought there might be a Chaos Emerald in here.
There is. That damn fourth Chaos Emerald. But you're not taking it. We need it. Sorry.
Hey, I have an idea. We should form a rebel team. All three of us. Shadow the ultimate life form. My rugged alternate self, plus me. Versus the world. What do you guys say?
Shadow and Boom look at each other. Boom nods, saying,
I like it. I like it a lot.
Shadow hesitates as he watches the two Sonics fist bump.
Come on, Shadow. We'll be awesome. The three of us. We can all call ourselves something cool and edgy like Team Dark.
Don't you already have a team?
Yeah, I'm done with my old crowd after what they did to my double right here. Please? Don't you know I totally hurt you?
Fine.
Yeah!
Modern cries as he gives Shadow another big hug, nearly knocking him over this time.
Chapter 8. Team Sonic minus Sonic.
Knuckles, Tails, and Amy arrive at the Ark and enter a familiar control room, infamous for its panoramic view of planet Earth. A surveillance bot floats behind them. Concerned, Tails asks,
Knuckles, are you sure this is a good idea?
Knuckles stubbornly folds his arms and speaks theatrically.
If Sonic wants to bail on the good side because we took down a bot that looks like him, then he's clearly chosen his ego over the greater good side.
Knuckles, come on! I thought we discussed this on the way here. That wasn't a bot. Remember when Eggman was the enemy and Sonic was the hero? When did it switch? This is nuts.
Tails, Tails, Tails. You're just mad because Team Sonic has a new leader. Me, Knuckles. Therefore, we should rename ourselves Team Knuckles.
No thanks. Let's just complete our mission and guard the hub for Eggman communications.
Knuckles nods and gives the surveillance bot a big smile. Melodramatically, he goes on to say,
Well said, Amy Rose. Oh my stars, could that be one of Black Doom's minions floating around out there in space?
Tails and Amy run to the window.
Oh no! It can't be!
The surveillance bot follows them. Knuckles grins, then punches the bot from behind, smashing it to pieces with his fist.
Ahem. I believe the leader of the group was still talking. And who is that again? Trick question. It's Sonic! Now, we should use this advanced surveillance system to see if we can map out where he might be right now.
Did you just destroy our accompanist bot?
I totally threw you both a curveball. I only volunteered for this gig as a ruse to get Eggman to let us into the hub. My girlfriend's spy tactics totally rubbed off on me.
Knuckles, that was brilliant. Hey, I know. Why don't we use this system to send Sonic a message? We can tell him to come join us in space. And then maybe we can reason with him to rejoin the team. Great idea! Once we have Sonic back, we can figure out how we can take Eggman down.
Just like the good old days. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. Unless we're playing a trick on Dr. Eggman, then bring on the pranks! And the victory! Let's do this, guys!
Chapter 9, Shadow Sandwich.
In an open field under the stars, Team Dark practices some fresh moves. Modern explains.
On the count of 3, you do chaos control, and we'll spot you. Okay, Shadow?
Wait, what?
We're gonna count to 3, and you're gonna chaos control. Then at the same time, we're gonna zoom to the spot you were standing in. Got it?
Wait, why?
Because we want to throw our enemies off, make them think you're disappeared, but then me and Rugged will collide back to back. The idea is that we'll crush whichever bot lunges at you, even if it's too huge for just one of us. We can use this move on larger opponents, you know? Make sense?
Sort of.
Let's just try it. Okay? 1, 2...
Chaos
But his timing is late and he ends up smashed between the backs of both Sonics.
Dude, weak. Let's try that again. Only let's include the part where you get it right.
They give it another go.
Ready? 1, 2...
Chaos control.
They smash him again.
Ugh. Come on, Shadow, where's your A game at? I'm gonna go get whatever drink might be in that vending machine I see over there. BRB, homies.
Okay.
Says Shadow as Boom zooms away. Modern gives Shadow a cocky smile. Shadow is instantly annoyed.
You know you can't do it better.
Take a chill pill, Shads.
Boom zooms back.
Thought I'd try this Eggman Cola. Probably gonna regret it. Let's see how it tastes.
Like eggs.
Oh, that's beyond nasty. Who would drink this garbage?
The bots love it.
That makes sense. Gross. Okay, let's give it another go. All right, Shadow, 1, 2...
Chaos slap.
Boom is puzzled.
Dude, you are seriously not getting this. I'm kind of surprised.
The orange cola is pretty good.
Yeah? I need to get that egg taste out of my mouth. One more run. Last one, I swear.
He zooms away.
Maybe we need a break.
Maybe you're turning red.
Only because you two keep sandwiching me.
Yeah, and you kinda like it.
I do not.
Well, maybe not on my side of the sandwich.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
That's cool. I mean, if this move is too hard for you...
You know it's not. I even have a Chaos Emerald.
So what's the story? You disappear in space, went to another dimension, and became besties with the rugged version of me? That's adorable, Shadow.
No. Yes. Wait, that's not... Well, yes, but...
Boom zooms back to them with 3 colas.
Back. I got me and myself orange, and I got cherry for you, Shadow. Because it's red. That was literally my logic.
He hands them their colas. Shadow turns red again.
Whoa, all that colliding really did a number on you. We should stop anyway, because I'm hungry. Do they have any Mad Burger chains around here?
Mad Burger? That sounds appealing. Not.
It's not really. Oh hey, Shadow makes killer chili dogs.
Really? You would make us some chili dogs, Shadow?
I don't know. I kinda shot up the apartment pretty badly earlier today, remember?
I have an idea. If we fix the apartment, then you could make us some chili dogs. I'll do just about anything for a chili dog, especially one made by you.
Same. But not that last part. Chili dog is a chili dog, be it from the gas station or from Shadow's kitchen. My standards aren't that high.
Mine usually aren't either, but Shadows really are worth it.
Modern gives Shadow another taunting smile.
I'm sure they are, rugged me.
Chapter 10, Message Received.
At the apartment, both Sonics are speedily drywalling and painting the place when Boom's communicator beeps.
Huh, that's weird. I have a message. Sonic, come join us on the Ark so we could stop Eggman. I think this is for you. Wants to come to me cause I'm the you wearing a communicator. Says it's from Tails. I'm gonna ask him how to get to the Ark.
Last time I saw Tails, we kinda got in a fight, but I miss him already. You know, we could hijack one of Eggman's rockets. He sends them back and forth on the hour from the center of Station Square.
Shadow zooms to them from the kitchen, hands each one a chili dog and says,
It's probably a trap.
Both Sonics forget about the message and joyfully scarf their chili dogs.
Boy, you weren't kidding. It's delicious. Thanks, Shadow.
Modern and Boom finish eating, smile contently, and space out in euphoria, until another beep from Boom's communicator snaps them out of their chili dog high. Shadow pouts, wanting still to protect especially Boom Sonic from a potentially dangerous situation. Hoping to de-glamorize the idea of taking on Eggman, he pulls a Debbie Downer.
Bet you another chili dog tails is working for Eggman.
I'm here with Knuckles and Amy, guarding Eggman's communication hub at the Ark's core.
Told you so.
It sounds more like Tails is planning an attack on Eggman, actually. Way to go, buddy. Let me ask him something to make sure it's really him, though. If you're really Tails, then tell me what I got Amy for her birthday last year. Sent.
He may not know since he's not from your world. I never get Amy anything for her birthday.
We should go for a race. It smells like paint and chili in here. Which is like saying it smells like farts.
Boom's communicator beeps again.
You never get Amy anything for her birthday.
Racing to the space station!
Modern taunts, then zooms out of the door. Boom follows, calling out to Shadow.
Last one there is a rotten egg face!
Shadow apprehensively zooms behind them, regretting his suggestion to race.
Chapter 11. Buzzed on speed.
At the sight of the rocket launch, both Sonics zoom onto the ramp. Boom spin dashes the door, forcing it to open. Modern runs in, Boom and Shadow follow.
I win!
Yeah, 'cause I opened the door for you.
Fine. It's a tie, as long as we all can agree that Shadow's too slow.
Shadow rolls his eyes. From Eggman's lair, Omega alerts Eggman to a disturbance at the launch.
Hedgehog sighted at the launch in Station Square, sir.
That's annoying. Probably a couple of those brainless shadroids standing in the way. Launch anyway. We have thousands of those things. Honestly, they're starting to get on my nerves.
Omega triggers Eggman's machinery to display a video transmission of the rocket's cockpit. Eggman stands.
Hang on. Sonic! Sonic and a shadroid! Scan their heat readings!
From within the cockpit, a red laser beam scans the space, causing the three hedgehogs to cautiously freeze in their tracks. Back with Eggman, he seems to have paused as well. Omega initiates dialogue.
Abort the launch, sir.
No. I was wrong. That's not a shadroid. That's Shadow the Hedgehog. No. No way. Let them go.
For what reason?
Just let them go.
Yes, sir.
Omega responds as the rocket launches. It doesn't take long before the rocket enters the Ark's gravitational pull. Unexpectedly, modern Sonic experiences a fervent rush of endorphins. Something about rocketing back to the Ark with himself and Shadow sends him into a state of mania. All the oppression from Eggman's empire weighed him down for too long. So much pinned-up energy. Modern Sonic homing attacks the door. It slides opened.
No! You're too slow! See ya!
He ejects out the rocket, lands on a series of floating bridges near the Ark's exterior, and whizzes away. Boom Sonic zooms to the doorway excitedly.
Wait up, ballsy modern me!
He catapults himself out of the doorway and also lands on a floating highway. Shadow Chaos controls beside him and takes off. Modern jumps and lands on the other side of Shadow. All three of them zoom together, splitting off at three adjacent bridges.
What took you so long? Ooh, that's a big mech in the distance. Let's totally wreck it.
They head toward a massive spider-like mech that seems to be maintaining a construction zone at the bottom tip of the Ark.
Is that thing doing something wrong? We don't have to pulverize it if it's not hurting anyone.
Modern homing attacks Shadow. Shadow dodges. Boom is confused.
What the heck are you guys doing?
Come and fight me, faker!
Wait, we're fighting each other now?
First rule of the Art Club. We don't talk about the Art Club.
Modern yells back and homing attacks Boom. Boom dodges. Shadow whips out that damn fourth Chaos Emerald and suddenly shoots ahead of them so fast he leaves behind a trail of fire.
Yes! Yes, that's so sweet! Freaking awesome!
Modern yells and follows the trail.
You guys are insane! Oh snap, meteors!
Meteors start colliding into the highway. Modern sprees onto a rail and grinds a few feet above Boom.
Dive bomb me! Let's Street Fire this thing up like we're free again!
Listen, me. I know living in a dystopia too long could make us crazy, but do you not see the meteors flying at you? This is completely reckless! And now I sound like Princess Sally.
Chapter 12. Supersonic Boom.
Boom Sonic realizes that at no point have any of them stopped moving. As they blast all up and down the space highway, extraterrestrial debris crashes near them from every direction. Shadow races close enough to bump side to side with Boom and says,
Try the sensation of a Chaos Emerald.
Tosses Boom the Chaos Emerald. It flashes like a strobe light. Boom feels his quills getting hotter, his legs moving faster, his body turning blue.
Holy cow! It's like being on fire! Oh yeah!
Modern and Shadow skid to a halt to observe as Boom, with only one Chaos Emerald, bursts into neon blue super mode and jets like a shooting star.
Show off!
Damn, he just went Flame Core Super.
What dimension did you say he was from again?
I'm from an alternate version of this one. Except in my world, Eggman saved me with a robot. In this world, no one rescued me. He's from... I don't know where.
I guess that makes more sense. If your world shares the same events as this one, then you must know about Black Doom coming here and ruining everything.
In my dimension, I defeated Black Doom.
But how? Even I couldn't defeat his army.
I have Black Arm's DNA. That's why only I could get the job done. I met this other version of you in a completely different dystopia than this one. Things got intense and I died there. Then woke up here by accident.
Boom lands in between them, knocking them off their feet.
Guys, I'm pretty sure I ate a whole star just now. How do you turn this thing off?
Shadow takes the Chaos Emerald. Boom Sonic powers down.
Man, that was awesome. I feel like a million
He passes out. Time goes askew. After what feels like an eternity, Boom Sonic comes to. He slowly blinks, trying to wake up, but everything's a blur. And not a cool, awesome Sonic blur. Serious hangover blur.
Are you okay?
He hears someone ask. Not sure if it's Amy or Sally, he responds with a foolproof.
What was that, Bay?
Modern and Shadow give each other an awkward look as Shadow gets on his knees and sits Boom up in his arms. Boom opens his eyes completely. Yep, still at the Ark.
Oh, crap.
He says again weakly, once his eyes focus enough for him to see that it wasn't Amy or Sally, but in fact, Shadow.
Jeez. This reminds me of that time when I accidentally kissed you.
Ha! You got Blackout Super!
I think you're right.
I don't know what you're talking about. We never did that.
Oh, right. That was the Shadow back in my world. My bad. Can you, not yell in my ear? My head's already spinning enough as it is.
I'm sorry. I won't yell. Do we need to go back down to Earth so you can take a nap on the couch?
Modern falls over laughing hysterically. Shadow and Boom turn beet red.
Oh, my side. Woo! You guys are a blast. I haven't had this much fun in ages.
Oh, okay, good. I was about to worry that you might be laughing at us, but apparently you're laughing with us?
Totally. That damn fourth Chaos Emerald is the shiz.
Aren't we here on a mission or something?
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. We should probably find Tails and see if that spider mech is a go for annihilation by Team Blackout Dark.
Doubt it. It's a construction mech. They're fairly harmless in one of Jarl's inventions. A native superbot, created way before the days of Eggman.
Pooh.
Don't worry. I'm sure there's another mech around here that we can obliterate and believe you, me. Literally believe you, me. I look forward to smashing one of Eggman's monster mechs just as much as you do.
Chapter 13, Reunited.
Team Blackout Dark enters the control room, where Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and now Rouge await. Tails jumps with glee at the sight of modern Sonic.
Sonic! You came! Both of you, and...
Told you they were still alive.
Knuckles goes to Shadow and pokes him in the shoulder.
Shadow the Hedgehog? But you're dead.
Shadow shoves him away.
Do I feel dead to you? Personal space, Knuckles.
Wow! You were right, Rouge! Gosh, it's great to have you back, Shadow.
Shadow! We all cried so hard when we thought you died! I'm so happy you're here with us again!
Shadow is about to explain to them what he told Modern, the whole thing about being from an alternate dimension, but he realizes it's a bit too heartbreaking to admit that this dimension Shadow really did perish alone in space. He stops himself.
Yeah. Me too. Thanks, Amy.
And you, other Sonic. We're so sorry we beat you up. It was the worst thing I've ever done in my whole life, and I've regretted it every minute since we did it. Please forgive us.
Boom puts his hand on Tails' shoulder.
Of course, buddy. No hard feelings. Don't even worry about it.
Tails' eyes water. He hugs Boom real tight.
Working side by side again is something I've fantasized about for years. So what do you think, Shadow? You want to help us shut down Eggman's communication hub? After all, you know the Ark better than anyone.
If we can shut down Eggman's communication system, all of his bots on Earth will be useless to him.
You're right. It'll be like dismantling his army. Everything he uses to control the planet will power down.
That's right, Shadow. Well, the problem is, there's a giant mech in the way.
Yes!
Chapter 14. Team Everybody.
Using a shortcut, Shadow quickly leads the gang into the Ark's core. Tails is impressed.
Oh man, even my digital map doesn't have all these secret passageways. Awesome job, Shadow!
Rouge fans herself.
I've got Nucky, Shadow, and Dreamy Sonic, all in the same space. Hubba hubba.
I'll admit, 2 Sonics is making me want to melt.
Knuckles rolls his eyes, annoyed.
Ladies, can you focus, please? Sheesh.
Suddenly, the wall in front of them begins to move.
Another shortcut?
I'm thinking this might be the mech.
Boom says, bracing himself. Everyone follows his example and braces themselves as well. Indeed, the wall transforms into another mutant spider mech, with Eggman encapsulated inside of its glass dome-shaped head. Eggman welcomes them over a megaphone.
Greetings, traitors. Did you really think I didn't know about your little plan? Oh, and hello again, Shadow. Long time no see. Now that we've been reunited, I'm going to enjoy personally destroying you face to face. You know, I always dreamed I'd be
Chaos Control!
Shadow yells, teleporting onto the mech's head.
Hey, I wasn't done!
Eggman cries, but everyone's already started wailing on the mech. Eggman growls and sends one of the mech's legs swinging at Shadow. Shadow yells,
Chaos Control!
Again, and with perfect timing, both Sonics collide and crush the leg, wrecking it. In fact, with such a powerhouse of good guys, it doesn't take but a few more killer moves from each member of the gang to completely pulverize the mech. As the machine collapses to the floor, the whole group cheers, but Eggman presses a button, causing the center of the mech to open. That's when Omega flies out.
You fools! You think because this robot was bigger and more scary looking that it was the true threat? This was nothing but a construction bot from my grandfather's army of builder mechs. No, it's this fine creation named Omega, who you should all be afraid of. Especially you, Shadow.
Omega chaos controls to Shadow, grabs him, and disappears.
Did I mention he's filled with 6 Chaos Emeralds?
Chapter 15. Final Boss.
Outside, on a ledge at the edge of the Ark, Omega grips Shadow so tightly that Shadow is unable to channel the energy to use chaos control to escape the robot's clutches. Omega's eyes light up brightly, engulfing Shadow in a wash of red.
I was created to destroy you, but was never utilized because you were destroyed years ago in the Earth's atmosphere. Now I will fulfill my purpose.
Omega flies into outer space, holding Shadow out like a piece of trash.
My death squeeze combined with the lack of oxygen as we travel further and further away from the Ark will kill you in a matter of minutes. I had hoped this would be more of a challenge, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Don't do it, Omega. You and I are friends. In another dimension. We're the true Team Dark. You, me, and Rouge.
I am a robot. I have no friends.
Omega proclaims as Shadow begins to lose consciousness. They leave the plane of gravity. Omega shakes Shadow mercilessly. Shadow is unresponsive. Out of the blue, modern Sonic fiercely torpedoes Omega, throwing him off balance. Omega lets Shadow go. As Shadow floats limply in the air, the damn fourth Chaos Emerald leaves him. Omega is about to grab it, but Modern flings in the way and grabs it instead. The Emerald's power gives him a sonic boost.
You're the one about to be crushed, you loser bolts for brains!
He then hits his internal Y button and slams into Omega. Omega spins out of control, but quickly stabilizes himself.
I see you can chaos control into space as well, Sonic.
No, it's called Time Stop when I do it. Duh! Get with the program, Omega!
That is odd, but it will not stop me from completing my task.
Omega fires a laser beam that hits Modern Sonic, knocking him out of range, but the Chaos Emerald keeps him charged. Omega revs up his internal cannon, preparing to blow Shadow away. Flying nearby in an enlarged spacecraft version of the tornado, the gang converses.
How in the heck are we gonna take him down when he has 6 Chaos Emeralds?
Sonic only has 1 and he's doing pretty good. If we can get another one, we can send Rugged Sonic out there to help fight Omega.
No time for that. Go get the other me. I'll save Shadow.
Boom Sonic yells and ejects from the tornado.
Sonic, no! Without a Chaos Emerald, there's not enough oxygen out there for you to breathe!
It's too late!
Boom Sonic spin dashes mid-air and grabs Shadow before Omega can finish warming up. He bounces off Omega with all his might, causing himself and Shadow to spring downward, back towards the bridges near the Ark. They land where oxygen still flows. Shadow comes too. Sonic helps him stand.
Dude, this bot blows. We gotta get those emeralds if we want to stop him. Any idea how to do that?
Not without destroying him, which I don't want to do.
At least you're honest.
Sonic shrugs, as Omega suddenly shoots him in the back with a blast meant for Shadow. He crashes into Shadow's arms like a broken doll.
Sonic!
The entire universe goes into slow motion for Shadow. He grips tightly onto Sonic, unsuccessfully trying to contain the life that's already instantly exited his body. No escaping the flashback of Maria. Somehow it always seems to perpetuate itself through the loss of something or someone equally as special. Is happiness just not attainable for Shadow the Hedgehog? Omega lands with a bang on the edge of the bridge's endpoint, about 20 feet away, spotlighting Shadow and Sonic with more ominous red light. Though he knows things are looking grim for him, Shadow's mercy for Omega has completely blown out of the window. He's now fueled by such intense rage that he nearly wants Omega to come closer.
I've been observing you, Shadow. You are not from this world. Neither is that Sonic I have killed with the power of the 6 Chaos Emeralds. He should not have intervened. None of you have seen my fully loaded blast. But now you at least understand. Without the emeralds, you are all powerless against me. Especially him. Love is stupid.
Shadow carefully lays poor, limp Boom Sonic onto the asphalt.
Now feel the wrath of my light speed cannon at full capacity!
Omega says as he revs up to blast Shadow into dust. But Shadow chaos controls inches from Omega and hovers at eye height to glare at the robot, dead in the bright red light of his mechanical specs.
Lights out, Omega.
He violently punches a hole into Omega's core and rips out Omega's wired guts. With his eyes still locked onto the blinding red of Omega's aperture, he feels the electrical current of Omega's life force short-circuit and shut off. The emeralds release and manifest in the air, floating idly near Shadow. Shadow drops to the asphalt, steps back, and tosses the robot's artificial guts over the highway.
Incoming!
Modern Sonic cries, swooping down from the tornado like a bursting flame. He ricochets off Omega, causing Omega to fall backwards over the edge and explode. Modern Sonic lands next to Shadow, pretty proud of himself.
What a jerk.
But Shadow isn't standing beside him anymore. He's already on his knees beside the other Sonic, trying hard not to panic. Modern turns around to see the terrifying sight of himself dead.
Oh no! He killed me!
Chapter 16, Death in Space.
Shadow holds Boom Sonic's shoulders and begs.
Sonic, we have the Chaos Emeralds. You have to still be alive.
Mortified, Modern Sonic holds his own cheeks and says,
Gotta give me the Chaos Emeralds.
Modern Sonic hurriedly gathers up all the emeralds and places them around Boom Sonic and Shadow. The emeralds ascend and hover, slowly orbiting the two, creating a blue hue as if Boom and Shadow are underwater. Shadow feels his rage transforming into a deep emptiness. Boom Sonic becomes transparent and opens his eyes. Shadow slumps a few inches, his hands no longer holding Sonic's shoulders, but instead, his palms press against the asphalt. Tails and the rest of the team land nearby and rush to them.
Oh no! The other Sonic's fading away!
Boom Sonic weakly lifts his hand and gazes right through it.
Are these the stars or the beach? Why does it smell like the ocean?
The ocean?
Is that my shack?
I think I know what's happening.
What is it, Knuckles?
This happened to Tikal when she returned to her world. She faded in and out as a little light sent her to help us. Then when it was time, she ascended away.
No. That's not happening.
Though saddened to have clearly died in this world, Boom tries to reassure Shadow.
It's okay, Shadow. This is a good thing. I'm fading back into my world. I could already feel the sand on my quills. I could already taste the med burgers. They're not as good as your chili dogs.
Don't leave. I need you here with me. You're my friend. Remember?
Sorry, bestie. I don't think I can control this.
I need you. We're both aliens. If you leave, I'll be all alone.
Boom Sonic frowns, wishing not to powerlessly abandon Shadow, who is quite obviously grief-stricken and, perhaps underneath it all, quite profoundly lonely.
I'm sorry to leave you. Be brave, Valor Shadow.
And with that, rugged Sonic closes his eyes and fades away completely. The Chaos Emeralds plop onto the asphalt, the blue hue dissipates into space. Everyone is quiet, unsure what to do or say. Though no one notices, Modern Sonic seems to be shivering quite a bit. Shadow frantically feels around.
Wait! Sonic!
All over on the asphalt, trying to find Boom Sonic's body.
You can't just disappear! Sonic!
He pauses, then holds his hand over his heart in terrible pain. Rouge reaches for him longingly.
Oh, Shadow.
Broken-hearted, and without making eye contact, he ominously tells everyone.
Me being here, in this world, was a mistake.
He takes off, skating along the space highway, hoping to go as far away from everyone as possible. Modern Sonic darts after him.
Shadow, wait!
A good distance away from all their friends, Modern Sonic cleverly chaos controls in front of Shadow, blocking his path. Always trying to be charming, optimistic, happy, he says,
Hey, Shadow, did you see that? I did another time stop. Talk about old school.
Shadow is so impressed with Sonic doing chaos control that he stops in his tracks.
You did, actually. That was amazing, Sonic.
right? Hey, listen, it's okay, Shadow. I'm still here. I'm not gonna leave you alone in space again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Years ago, when you died, or when that other you died, I wasn't fast enough to save you. You perished in the abyss all alone.
It's not your fault, Sonic. It's what Maria wanted.
No, she didn't want you to die. She wanted you to be happy.
I was happy with that rugged version of you, but now now he's gone.
No. I'm right here and so are you.
My fall from the Ark didn't make the Sonic in my world this upset. Nor did he blame himself for it.
It broke my heart.
Faker. We barely knew each other back then.
No, Shadow. We saved the world together. There's still so much to be done. I know living in dystopia won't make you happy, but maybe knowing you're not alone, maybe that will? I've never told anyone this, but it gets so lonely sometimes. It's alienating having all this speed. There's never been another like you. I know this isn't your world, but don't you fade away too, please?
Sonic watching Shadow die. Sonic failing to save the world from Black Doom. Sonic living under an Eggman regime. Sonic watching Sonic fade away. Shadow holds his hand over his heart again, hurt for the death of his friend's happiness.
I'm sorry. Waking up here in this world wasn't an accident after all. It's not a mistake. Don't cry, Sonic. It'll be okay. I'll stay. I promise.